You're watching ABC10 Plus Tonight.
Hello, I'm Laura Painter. You're watching ABC10 Plus Tonight. A judge allowed a Rocklin father and his son to be released from custody following their arrest after an alleged deadly road rage incident. Then constituents of Representative Kevin Kiley are voicing their frustrations after many say they were turned away from a much-demanded town hall. ABC10 Plus Tonight starts right now.
We start tonight with continuing coverage of a story that you first heard right here on ABC 10. Fair Oaks-based company anchored Tiny Homes has faced criticism spanning across Northern California after customers say they paid the company millions to build them ADUs only to be left with nothing in return. Last year, the company filed for bankruptcy, and today, ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen is bringing us an update on the cause and on the case and what these former customers are hoping for as their cases continue.
Today is the start of justice, right?
In her homemade t-shirt,
Make Paula's pay.
Laura Sanzuki and a dozen people gathered in front of the federal courthouse in downtown Sacramento on Tuesday to demand justice from the Paulus family.
All I was left with was like a pile of dirt, and they have $40,000 of my money.
In 2024, anchored Tiny Homes went out of business, and the CEO and COO, Colton and Austin Paulus, filed for bankruptcy. The Fair Oaks-based company made a name for itself by building ADUs. Zanzuki has filed her own case against the Pauluses as well as Steve Sanza in an effort to get back their money.
We're hoping the bankruptcy is dismissed so they can face accountability for their actions.
Both Sanza's and Sanzuki's cases against the Pauluses are a part of the ongoing bankruptcy case. No cameras were allowed in court, but both Austin and Colton appeared by phone, with Austin's attorney present in the courtroom. A judge addressed the courtroom with a dozen of former customers that recovery of some funds are possible, but it's going to be up to the trustees to distribute.
Where's the money? And, you know, we deserve to get some of our money back, or insurance claims, or whatever it is, to get some of our money back.
Both Austin and Colton spoke during the hearing only to acknowledge the judge and did not add anything further, leaving Sanza to hope the Pauluses feel some sort of guilt.
I hope he really truly feels that way. And I hope they do. I mean, at least some of the family try and do the right thing. I hope they all do.
But Sanzuki finds it hard to believe any of the Pauluses are truly remorseful for how their business ended.
You might feel bad, you might have some eternal remorse, but you're not taking action forward to demonstrate that, and therefore your life will not move forward, and we will be out here in full force.
In Sacramento, Jeannie Nguyen, ABC 10.
We asked Austin Paulus's attorney for an official statement or comment on behalf of his client to address the number of people that have been impacted by the closure of the business. His attorney says that he's been instructed not to comment. And right now on the ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app, you can hear from more homeowners and also learn about the timeline.
In California's Congressional District 3, people have been calling on Representative Kevin Kiley to hold a town hall meeting.
ABC 10's Luke Clary joins us now. And Luke, you've heard from many constituents who tried to dial into a virtual town hall last night, but we understand they were shut out?
Yeah, that's right. And unfortunately, nobody knows how many people were rejected from the call. Kiley's office says 25,000 constituents did join in, which just goes to show how eager voters are to connect.
California's District 3 is one of the state's largest congressional districts by square mileage.
I know a lot of people tried to call in. I tried about 6 times.
Phil Loring, an environmental scientist from Grass Valley, was one of the unknown number of constituents on Monday who struggled to connect to a virtual town hall meeting with Congressman Kevin Kiley.
You enter the PIN and you get a message that says, "We're sorry, we've reached the limits of the call. Goodbye." And it just kind of hangs up on you unceremoniously.
He eventually got in. About 25,000 people did, according to Kiley's office, which acknowledged in a statement that, quote, "Regrettably, a small number of people using one method for joining the event were unable to connect because of a technical issue." The spokesman said the issue would be resolved in time for the next town hall.
Conflict of interest!
But it comes as fiery scenes like this one have overtaken in-person town halls with House Republicans concerning cuts to the federal workforce and Elon Musk's influence in the Trump administration. Left-leaning protesters in Kiley's district have demanded an in-person town hall. Placer County Democrat Barbara Smith says she doesn't think it's a partisan issue.
We may have policy differences, but that shouldn't keep us from discussing and finding a way that we can gain consensus and move forward.
In an interview with ABC10 earlier this month, Kiley has said the size of his district makes tele-town halls the best way to reach the most people.
And people can jump on whether they're up in Plumas County or all the way down in Inyo County.
And though voters like Phil Loring eventually got in, he said the experience left him feeling frustrated.
I think a lot of the frustration, though, comes from this feeling of inaccessibility, of people not feeling like they're being heard.
Congressman Kiley's office pointed out that he extended last night's session by 30 minutes to take additional questions, and they say that they plan another virtual town hall soon. But there's no word on whether an in-person town hall is in the works. Chris?
Stockton's chief of police stood alongside federal and state law enforcement today to announce a new initiative to tackle crime. ABC 10's Gabriel Porras was there and has the details tonight.
It was repeated almost 15 times at Monday's press conference at Stockton Police Headquarters.
If you see something, say something.
One of the oldest sayings in law enforcement's book.
See something, say something.
Now the name of Stockton Police's newest initiative targeting gangs.
Do you know what those officers will be doing when they're working on this initiative?
They will be very aggressive on the streets. They will be high visibility, high enforcement. They will be focusing on individuals that think these type of weapons are okay.
Weapons like these, some of the 132 that officers have seized since January 1st. On display alongside them, a 3D printer allegedly used to make illegal modifications. All of it now evidence in more than 1,200 felony and misdemeanor arrests so far this year. It's a number that the chief is proud of.
We have solved so many cases by having these partnerships with our community members, and we want to solve that many more.
As much as the press conference was about highlighting the new initiative and recent arrests for the city's new mayor, interim city manager, and council majority, it was their first chance to stand with law enforcement. The mayor using that opportunity to make an announcement of her own.
I can't tell you how happy I am that this is my first press conference. We're going to add 10 more officers so that we have 435 officers out there to help end the violence in this city.
But for now, that'll mean 10 more vacancies. Stockton Police is 45 short of its current budgeted 425 officers. In the meantime, the chief clearly hoping the new initiative's name will stick.
And now it's time to be intentional and really lean on our community members. You guys start telling us what's going on.
In Stockton, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.
Gabriel, thank you. Stockton's police chief says he's still deciding how many officers to dedicate to the initiative. The mayor says it could be more than 10.
Tonight, a judge has allowed a Rocklin father and his son to be released from jail. It comes after they were arrested following an alleged road rage incident that ended with a man dead.
Earlier today, Anthony and Blake Rocklin made their first appearance in court and were released soon after. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has the details tonight.
Chris and Laura, it was a short-lived visit here at the courthouse. The district attorney deciding not to formally file charges today against the father and son who were released shortly after without bail. In the courtroom today, 60-year-old Anthony Rocklin and his son, 20-year-old Blake Rocklin, appeared in court together dressed in orange jumpsuits. The two were set for an arraignment Tuesday afternoon after being arrested Saturday night on suspicion of murder and conspiracy. This all started on Saturday around 8:45 p.m. when Rocklin police say they were called to the intersection of Whitney Ranch Parkway and Whitney Oaks Drive for reports of a road rage. When they arrived, they found 55-year-old Jeremy Stiles dead at the scene. After spending 3 days in the Placer County Jail, the DA's office says further investigation is necessary before they can make the decision on what, if any, charges should be filed. They say based on a review of the initial reports, additional time is needed to ensure that the charges brought, if any, are supported by the facts and the law. Outside of the court, defense attorney Linda Parisi, who is representing Blake, spoke on behalf of the family.
Everyone is very saddened by what happened, but the circumstances were such that events unfolded, and while they feel very bad, we are confident that the criminal justice system and the investigation will demonstrate that it was their conduct was appropriate.
At this point, there is no timeline on when the DA will make their final decision. In Roseville, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
The countdown is on, right, Monica? One more day of winter?
Oh,
There we go.
and winter's still trying to hang on there, though we have beautiful scenes like that to remind us what's around the corner.
But it feels like winter. I mean, it's still chilly out there. We should be hitting highs near 70. We'll get there. The green certainly gives a nice little spring touch to the scene, but there's been a lot of rain to kind of green up everything before we turn to those golden hills in the summer. Over the past 10 days, we've had over an inch of rain for downtown Sacramento, Sacramento Executive, Stockton, and Modesto. Kind of seeing some hit and miss showers over the past couple of days, but some of the bigger days obviously was yesterday, depending on where you were. And then we went back to March 12th and 13th. That's kind of when the storm door really opened. You think that's impressive? Take a look at the past 10 days for snowfall. We're talking anywhere from 45 to almost 75 inches of snow. So many of the ski resorts are saying, hey, we'll stay open a little bit longer. Just call ahead or check in with their websites because you just want to make sure that they're open for the full scope. Some of them are kind of moving to those weekend open only dates. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. Currently, we have the blue skies outside, just a little bit of high cloud cover drifting through. Highs warmed into the lower 60s. It was still well below average. We should, like I said, be in the upper 60s to near 70. 50s for the foothills and 30s up top for the Sierra. Beautiful looking big mountain backyard right now. Those plants getting a healthy dose of water from Mother Nature. We have sunny skies. We're at 60 for Sacramento, Stockton 61. Modesto 60, Marysville 61, and Tahoe still chilly at 36. Our sunset at 7:16. Our next weather maker is on the move. As Chris was kind of highlighting, we have one more day here, full day of winter before we welcome in spring. This isn't going to be a big whopper of a system. We're only expecting about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of rain and additional snowfall, only about 1 to 3 inches. That being said, there's always the potential to have those big delays in the sea, or just not anticipating the huge numbers that we've been seeing with the recent storms. Quick moving system comes in tomorrow night, out of here by Thursday morning, and then we're right back to the dry weather. We're kind of in what we call a zonal flow, very west to easterly flow with this storm track under the ridge of high pressure. So we really won't see too many changes through at least Friday. But then come the weekend, we start to see that ridge taking over, sinking warming air, and we're going to warm those temperatures. Highs, though, for tomorrow in the 40s for the Sierra, 50s for the foothills. If we're going along the coast, we'll see highs in the 50s, a little bit inland, Fairfield, Vacaville up to 60 degrees. We're at 62 for Rio Vista. Central Valley locations, it'll be a chilly start. Again, talking about the patchy dense fog throughout the capital region. Highs, though, warming into the 60s. With our 5-day regional forecast showing that quick hitting overnight Wednesday, Thursday storm system, and then the first weekend of spring. Oh, bring it on. We have been waiting for weather like this. Highs in the 60s to lower 70s, and our first 80 in almost 150 days pops up on the 10-day forecast.
Spring officially starts on Thursday, and that means it's almost time for spring cleaning. So this morning, we're talking about eco-conscious cleaning solutions. That takes us to Marcus Allen, live in Manteca. Tell us more about Divine Cleaning, and it looks like you're well underway.
Yeah, thank you, Walter. I don't know if you're watching the 5 o'clock hour, but take a look at this home. In the 5 o'clock hour, it looked like hoarders, and thanks to this woman, we transformed it into this masterpiece. It practically looks like a model home. It is a model home. Where are we, by the way?
We are in Manteca at Ramus Homes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is Taylor, by the way. Taylor started a business from need. She was, let's just say you were in a really bad place in life and you needed to get out to save your own life and to save that of your children. You said, I want to create a cleaning service. You started cleaning homes, and while you were cleaning homes, you realized that a lot of the stuff that you were touching and interacting with was toxic. So you created this stuff.
Yes, I was actually pregnant at the time I started the business. I was using a lot of products that were messing with my sinuses and my chest and all of that. So I found an alternative to all of that. Yeah.
And what's super cool, you probably don't have a degree in chemistry, or do
Not
you?
at all.
But somehow you reached out to people to find out what was in need and how to do it. And I'm just amazed at even the packaging is probably biodegradable. And so you're kind of keeping the world in a good way.
Yes, definitely.
What would you say to someone right now, first of all, that's watching that needs a change in their life? They need to escape a violent environment or just need to save themselves? Give some people some motivation right now.
Oh, geez, just trust yourself. You'll get through, you know, and if you have a village, rely on them. If not, reach out to your community because they're there as well, and I'm sure they will.
And again, this is not a commercial. I just want to inspire a woman that's making history. Her business turns about a year old today, and she's got clients all over the 209. If they want to hook up with you to get their home cleaned right, how do they find you?
They can find us at www.divine.cleaning or on Instagram, divine.cleaning.
Right on. This home, this is one of the most beautiful homes I've ever been in, but it overwhelms me because I just think of how much cleaning there would have to do to live in this home. Back to you.
And you were a good helper this morning, too. You're part of the Divine Cleaning team now. Mark, yes. Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much for watching ABC 10 Plus Tonight. We're here 24/7 on the free ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. You can get your local news and weather anytime, anywhere. I'm Laura Painter. Take care. We'll see you next time.
The ABC10 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
We're planning for those changes. Stay fire ready.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
It very much is an active investigation.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. ABC10 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We're in day one of a weather impact alert. This is for rain, for snow, and for wind.
Be flood ready and expect major mountain impacts.
It's that snow-rain mix that drivers have been dealing with here.
We're already seeing the impact of the storm.
We're planning for those changes.
Be prepared for treacherous road conditions.
Stay fire ready.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on ABC10 Plus.
Thanks for watching ABC 10 Plus. And now that you're here, why don't we take a look around and see what else is here? The very first tile on your left is always going to be streaming 24/7. You can find us adjacent to that, breaking news if it's there. And then right next to that, a replay of the most recent newscast. Whether it's ABC 10 Morning News at 5, 6, or beyond, it's going to be there. The forecast beyond that, and then right beyond that, the news that matters the most. Now that you know the basic tiles, let's go up to the top and take a deeper dive into news. We have every single newscast that you would need, including To the Point with Alex Bell, taking a deeper dive into the issues. Beyond that, ABC 10 Morning News at 5 and 6 and 11, the evening shows as well. Below that, you can watch the top stories from To the Point. Under that, Dollars and Cents, where you can learn how to navigate this challenging economy. And below that, you can watch our award-winning ABC 10 Special Investigations, where we hold the powerful accountable. Going into weather, look, it's the 10-day forecast, getting you ready for the weekend and beyond. Beyond that, sports. I know you care about the Sacramento Kings. We have the most comprehensive guide to anything, everything Kings in the locker room and on the court. We have it. Below that, I know you care about the San Francisco 49ers. We can't mention Bay Sports without talking about the Oakland A's. We have that too. Backing out again, come up to the top and join me on Verify. I'm super excited about this. Our experts are checking the facts, verifying the truth for you. Jump up now to shows. Very excited about this. Oh, look. It's Take a Look. This is my show. I love movies, and if you love movies or streaming shows, whether it's on screens this big, or this big, it's Take a Look. Recently went behind the scenes, sat down with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix to talk about Joker 2. I love the movie, and oh, I just heard you shout you hate the movie. Jump in, we talk about it on this show. Other shows, Bartell's Backroads, go up and down the state of California, tank of gas getaways, one fuel cell getaway, like places like the Toy Museum. This is what kids did before they had screens. Over here, the Moaning Caverns of Calaveras County, one of the most coveted caves in all of California. You know, watching this show, I discovered there's a cave that could fit the entire Statue of Liberty in your own backyard. You'll find about that and more with Bartell's Backroads. Down below that, To the Point. It is one of my favorite newscasts because they talk about news with Alex Bell the way you talk about news. It's conversational, but in-depth at the same time. Below that, Your California Life. Love this show. Whether it's entertainment, food, beverage, lifestyle, it's there. Desiree Shepherd hosts and does an amazing job. So there you have it. It's ABC 10 Plus, the app. What do you need? We heard you and we got it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for streaming.